What's up, boys? We are back, and today we're going to be talking about the top UFC prospects as of right now. We're going to be looking at the best youngsters and best UFC fighters who have the most potential. Some of these guys, I think at least one of these guys, will be a UFC champion sometime in their career. So moving on, first off, we have Peyton Talbot. Before we get into Peyton Talbot, though, we will be ranking the fighters on their likeliness to become UFC champions sometime in their career. I'm going to give it on a scale of 1 to 10, how much I think they're likely to become a UFC champion. Peyton Talbot is a rising talent in UFC. He's a very fun fighter. I think he's a little zesty, but who cares? He has great striking. He's knocked out some people. He's shown exceptional striking skills. He's very precise and has very powerful punches and kicks. His stand-up game is one of the most significant parts of his catalog. He's very fast. He's known for his quick feet work, and he has very good ability to move around the octagon efficiently. His cardio is also really good. He has very impressive stamina and allows him to maintain a very high pace throughout the fight without showing much signs of fatigue. His takedown defense is really good. It's very notable. We obviously saw in the Dana White's Contender Series that flip he did. That was pretty cool. But I'd say one of his weaknesses is when you do get him on the ground, his ground game isn't the best. He's struggled against all the grapplers he's faced. Obviously, he's won. He still struggled, though. His striking is top-notch still. He just needs to work on his grappling. And, yeah, I'm excited to see where his career can go. I think Peyton Talbot has a good chance of becoming a UFC champ. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Moving on, we have Carlos Prates. Prates is a great fighter. He's a great boxer. He's got knockout power. He just got announced to fight Randy Brown. Randy Brown is coming off 3 straight wins. I think this will definitely be a big test for Carlos Prates, but he's a beast, and he has 18 finishes in 20 wins. He's literally Shavkat 2.0. I don't want to compare him to anyone, because this man's a different beast. His ground game's not even that bad either, but he should get a fight for top 15 if and when he hopefully wins against Randy Brown. Overall, I'm going to rate his likeliness to win a championship a 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Bo Nickel. He definitely has an insane wrestling background. He's an elite wrestler. He has multiple national championships in collegiate wrestling. Obviously, his ability to control oppositions on the ground is exceptional. And he's an athlete. I mean, any athlete coming into MMA is going to be good. He possesses great physical strength and conditioning, obviously, and it allows him to physically dominate in the octagon. His takedowns are obviously great, and once he does get on the ground, he's going to look for a finish. He's not one of those grapplers who just lay on you for 5 rounds like Marab. But yeah, his striking is not that bad either, and he knocked out someone cold. And I'm excited to see where this man's career goes in the future. I'm going to give his likeliness to win a championship. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, I don't think he's an 8, but middleweight's not looking that strong right now. And I think he definitely has a long future ahead of him. I think he can definitely win a championship. Next up, we have Raul Rosas Jr. My Mexican brother, he's a hard worker, and that's the thing about Mexicans. They always put in the full 110%. And this man is very young. He might be, I think, quote me if I'm wrong, but he might be the youngest UFC fighter ever. He's shown exceptional skills in the octagon. He has a very well-rounded game. He's demonstrated a balanced skill set with proficiency in striking, grappling, submissions. He finishes most of his fights. His most recent performance at UFC Noche, it was good. He obviously didn't get the finish, but it was still a very good performance. His ground game, in particular, is his most noteworthy. His work ethic and dedication, obviously, like I talked about earlier, he's Mexican. He's gonna put into passion. He's also a very tough fighter. But yeah, I think he has a very marketable fan base. Dana is going to promote the heck out of him for being the youngest. He is exciting fighting style and definitely some charisma with his chi-wee-wee, so I'm not even going to try to do it that good. But he's very active on social media. He engages with fans, and this can definitely boost his popularity and marketability. Overall, I'm going to give this man a 9 out of 10. I am really confident this man will become a UFC champion sometime in his career. My number 1 prospect in UFC, Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. Obviously, he's probably on everyone's prospect list. I know he's ranked barely. He's still a ranked contender. He's a lot of fights for being so young. He is a personality Daddy Dana loves. he looked so much better in his last fight as well with his jiu-jitsu. Looked great against King Green, and his striking didn't look too bad either. The lightweight division is, for me, one of the most exciting divisions in the UFC. There are so many good fights to make in that division, including Moni Moicano. Hey, Moni Moicano, hype train. I think this would be such a fun fight. I'm excited for this man's career. He has lots of time, lots of potential. He just needs to lock in on his diet, and that's my number one. I think a fight between Renato and him would be very fun. I'm going to give this man a 10 out of 10. I think it is almost guaranteed that this man becomes a champion in UFC. No doubt about it. He is a future champion. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your opinion on who you think the best UFC prospects are. If I missed any, comment them down below. Maybe we'll make a part 2. Thank you guys for watching. Octagon Outpost out.